All right, welcome back, everyone, live here at Oak Hill for round one of the playoffs. We've got the head coach of the Red Devils, Coach Marion, here. Coach, big night tonight, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Crazy conditions. We're going to get into the game and the opponent here in a second, but I want to go a little bit big picture.
Okay.
2 years ago, you were hired as the head coach of Oak Hill.
Yes, sir.
In your first year, with absolutely no one expecting it, you took them to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Now it's your second year, and you said after that year, you want to now get a home playoff game. Well, second year came, you went 9-1, and you have a home playoff game for the first time since 2000.
Yes,
How
sir.
have you been able to put this team in this position so quickly?
Hey, it's the kids, man. They've been searching for a winning culture, and I'm just a voice that's been there, done that, here to guide and lead, and the kids have truly bought into what I'm preaching, and the admin at the school, they fully support me and what I'm trying to build with this program. And again, man, I just give all the credit to the kids because they truly want to be better, and they wanted to represent for their community, and they've done that. They put the work in throughout the spring, and you know, with hard work, they get rewarded for it. So I'm just glad that we finally earned this home playoff game, and they're getting the reward they deserve.
And speaking of the community loves it. I see so many people coming up to me saying, how about that Oak Hill game? They're all over social media. It's cool to see that, right?
Yeah, hey, that's huge. Like, we've had 2 or 3 town pep rallies this season.
Awesome.
So the community is really behind these boys and this program. So the community is excited, and that's why I do it. I want to bring some pride back to Fayette County, and hopefully I'm doing that.
Well, it's going to be a fun night tonight. Now, you guys are one of the hottest teams coming into the playoffs. You won 7 straight games.
Sir.
You did have the week off. It's almost kind of like a mini bye week because of everything that happened with the courts. What have you been doing there in that week to make sure your team stays at the speed that it's at before you guys stopped?
Honestly, biggest thing for us was getting healthy again. Because we had our original bye week 5 of the season, and that was over a month ago. So when you play 7 straight football games, it starts to take its toll on you a little bit. And we used that week to really get healthy again and just practice on us being us. Things that we didn't do well throughout the season, we used last week to go over, rehearse a little bit more, and try to perfect it best we can, and just getting better as Oak Hill football. Not necessarily scouting an opponent to prepare for, but just getting better at the things we do and we want to do throughout this playoff run.
And I know that week off has the kids chomping at the bit to get out there now. So let's get into the matchup tonight. Lewis County. It looked like it might be Shady. It's now Lewis, a team that us aren't very familiar with. What are they like? What strengths do they bring to the table?
They're a wing T football team. They're a very run-dominant football team. I think his last name is Gillespie, number 52, is their best football player on their team, and he has a motor. Those kids are going to play hard. They're coached well by Coach Koger up there, and we expect a dogfight for 4 quarters, and we'll see what happens at the end.
It's playoff football. You don't expect anything less than that. When it comes to these conditions, Coach, what's the key? Not turning the ball over. What do you got to do to make sure you can play in these conditions?
That's the biggest. On offense, it's protecting the football. Win first down. Give us 2nd and 3rd and manageable, and stay on the field. Don't give them any short fields with turnovers. And defensively, it's all about a mindset. It's cold. The hits hurt a little bit more, and the impact's a little more violent. But you gotta want to get the person on the ground, and you gotta want to be out here. So the tougher football team will win tonight, and I think my guys are up for a challenge.
Absolutely. And then last one, and I'll get you out on here. I've been so impressed. I bring it up to you all the time with the way you're changing your offense throughout the game. You go from a run team to a pass team, back to a run team. Last couple weeks, you really have seen J.D. Moritz get going.
Yeah.
How important is that, and what do you see him doing tonight?
Again, in these conditions, let's lean on our 3-headed monster at running back with J.D., Tyler Ashmore, and James Green, and they're all seniors, so they've prepared for this moment. They want to be in this moment, so we got an offensive line that's grown each week of this season, so we'll lean on the offensive line and a heavy run game and see if we can't pull it out tonight. All
right, listen, Coach, you've done a great job. 2 years, taking a step up. Home playoff game now. First time. I know this place is excited for it. We can't wait to see what happens. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
No doubt.